it's London here, and today we're going to be doing a Pilates level 2 class. It means beginners can take the class with modifications. It will be an intermediate level, and there will be options that you can do to make it more advanced, so a level 3. I'm going to use 2 props that I found because I'm on location, and isn't that what this is all about? You can be doing this workout from home with minimal props, or you can be at the gym streaming this through the club. So I'm going to use soup cans today. I am using the chunky cans. I actually love the bigger cans, but you can also use small cans, toning balls, or hand weights. And I found this awesome ottoman. You can use a ball, a chair, an ottoman, or just the floor and not use this at all. Okay, this is going to be out of the way for now anyway. And we're going to go ahead and start lying down on your back. We're going to make this about a 25 to 30 minute workout. We're going to roll our shoulders back and down, and we're going to place our hands pressing into the soup cans. These would normally be toning balls in the gym. If I say that, you know what I mean. Some of you might be using them. We're going to inhale, breathe in through the ribs. We're going to exhale, weave the ribs, lightly drop on the pelvic floor. When you weave your ribs, it feels like your rib cage knits like a corset. It feels like in. They call it the Jane and Tarzan effect. We stay nice and tight here, okay? If you do see me popping out in the ribs, just know that I actually struggle with weaving the ribs, okay? So that's something I work on all the time. We're going to inhale through the nose one more time. We let the ribs expand. You're pressing into the soup cans. Exhale. And if you cough at the end of this movement, do you feel how the ribs go in? So sometimes if you just want to check and see if your ribs are in, go ahead and cough and you'll feel that. Now imprint the spine, which is a rocking the pelvis into a gentle imprint. We're going to bring the legs into tabletop. From here, we're going to alternate our heel taps. We're going to tap our right heel down and then slowly lift, and our left heel down and slowly lift. Okay, so what we're doing here is maintaining our imprint, our woven and descended rib cage, that coughing feel, right? Then we're adding on movement at our hip joint. Okay, I always start with a heel tap. Make sure we're warming up that deep core. We're feeling the abdominals compress through the deep transversus abdominis, pulling the abs deep and in. And we're exhaling as we tap down and lift. Then we're beginning to move the limbs in space, but maintaining the stability. So we're watching that we're not arching our back and just going really fast, okay? Return the feet back down. Usually about 4 reps. With a 30-minute workout, we've got to keep it moving. Hip rolls are next. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, roll through that imprint. Squeeze that glutes. Roll the hips off the mat into your bridge. Inhale, and I'm lightly pressing down. Do you know when you press down on an object, even the floor, first of all, your shoulders are neutral to your wrists. You activate your triceps and your lats. So you're working the back of your arms just to press. Inhale at the top of this move, and exhale, roll back down through each articulation of the spine through to your neutral pelvis. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, roll through an imprint. Squeeze your glutes. Roll your hips off the mat into your bridge. Inhale at the top of this move, and exhale, roll back down through each articulation of the spine through to your neutral. Roll through an imprint. Squeeze your glutes. Roll your hips off the mat into your bridge. And I'm going to leave my head neutral and really show you what it will look like. And we're going to do a stability challenge here. Last week we did an alternating march. Today we're going to do an isometric tap. It's a little bit harder. We're going to firmly press your right leg down. Root that right foot into the ground and lift your left leg. Now this is going to stay stable. We're going to tap the left leg down. We're going to lift it back up. Now the soup cans make it harder because the elevation of the elbow. Tap down and up. The bridge makes it extremely hard. So if you do need your hip down, tap down and lift. That's how we make it a level 1. Tap down and lift. And then we're going to return that foot, toe, ball, heel, back down. Get to 2 legs and hold. We're going to do some pulsing in the middle, really warm up those glutes. We're going to pulse 8, exhale 7, squeeze the glutes 6, 5. If you need a break, you lower down, roll down, and join us in a moment for your next side. Okay? We're going to hold here. And if you've rolled down for a break, come back up. We're going to do the other side. Still firmly press. I talk a lot with my hands, so please keep pressing down. And if you need breaks, rest your elbows. Okay. Firmly root your left leg into the ground. And then lift and float your right leg into tabletop. Exhale, tap down and up.
Step down and up. I love this exercise. I feel it's very nourishing. I feel like it's very challenging. I love anything that has balance. Return that foot, toe ball heel, roll through that toe ball heel back down. We've got joints in our feet too, so we're rolling through those as well. Inhale, stay here. If you need a break, roll your spine down. Otherwise, let's pulse at 8. Exhale, 7. Squeeze at 6. 5. Breathe at 4. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale at the nose. And exhale, roll the spine down, reach articulation all the way through to your neutral. Next, we're going to do an ab preparation. Your hands can stay on the soup cans or toning balls, or you can put your hands behind your head. That would be a modification for your flexion to hold your head. Otherwise, inhale, nod your chin. Curl and flex, and you can let those cans or toning balls roll. Round dumbbells would roll also. Inhale, stay here. Expand the abdominals and the air and the breath into the lungs. Exhale to slowly return back down. You want to keep that chin in, and then you release it once the head is down. Nod your chin. Curl and flex the abdominals. We slide our ribs down to the hips. Slide those soup cans. Inhale, exhale. We're going to do 2 more. Nod chin, curl, flex. So that's that intervertebral neck flexion. Curl and flex. Slide the ribs down into your hips. 1 more. Nod chin. Curl and flex the abs. We're going to stay here. We're going to pulse 8. If you need your hands behind the head, it's 7. 6, otherwise it's 4. Maybe try 1 hand, 3. Exhale, 2. Inhale, stay. And exhale, lower it back down. And we're going to flip over onto the belly next. We're going to leave the soup cans down by the sides. Tip of the nose is on the mat. We're going to lightly extend the thoracic. We're going to inhale, prepare. We're going to exhale as you lightly extend the spine. Inhale, stay, and exhale, lower it back down. Now we don't want to lift too high. Inhale, prepare. Exhale as you lightly extend the spine. Inhale to stay. Breathe wide in through the lower lobes of the lungs. Do you know that is so important right now as a respiratory virus is taking over? And then lower it back down. So strengthening our lungs is so important. Inhale. Exhale as you lightly extend the spine. Inhale, breathe into the wide ribs. And exhale, lower it all the way back down. Last time, inhale. Exhale as you lightly extend the spine. Inhale. And exhale, lower it back down. From here, we're going to grab the soup cans and we're going to do some shoulder girdle work. So we're going to pull the shoulder. Just draw your head of your humerus, your shoulder, back in line with the ears. That's the head of the arm. Then hover the arms and soup cans or toning balls off the floor. You want to try to keep your shoulder neutral to your wrist, okay? Try not to flex the wrist and lift too high. Inhale, stay. And exhale to lower it back down. Let the shoulders round forward, okay? Just gently push a marble with your nose to extend the neck. Roll the shoulders back in line with the ears and then hover. That creates a beautiful expansion through your shoulder girdle. And exhale as you lower it back down. Could you hear that cue with a marble? Just gently roll the marble an inch away. That'll take your neck long, shoulders back, but it won't take your neck extended, right? And then we lower it back down. Let's add in some pulses. Shoulders back. Hover up. We're going to pulse 8. Exhale, 7. We're pulsing with the arms. 6, 5. Breathe at 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay here on the inhale. And on the exhale, lower it back down. Let the shoulders round. You can put the soup cans or weights down. We're going to press ourselves up. We're going to do some all fours variations. So your shoulders are directly over your wrists. Your hips are directly over the knee. The next exercise I call an XW,
we're going to take our right arm and stretch it out like an X to if a 12 is over your head, to between 1 and 2. We're going to pull back and forth and then reach. And then we're going to pull and then reach. If anyone needed to do this unloaded off the arms, they can go ahead and lie down. And one more here. Okay? Then we're going to reach it long, lower that arm, and switch your sides. We're going to pull back. Again, you can do this on your stomach. That would be unloaded on the arms. Exhale, pull. Exhale, pull. Exhale, pull. And pull. Now what I like to do is switch alternating sides. In case people have wrist issues, go back to the 2 arms. We're going to slide it out, your right arm and your left leg, and lift and lower and slide it back in. Slide the leg on the floor, elongate the leg first. Now squeeze the glute to lift that leg and then lower back down. Again, this can be done. Continue right side on the ground. Lift and lower, okay? And then that would be an alternating. Keep going, slide out and lift. Drag it in, slide out and lift. And staying right here, we're going to push ourselves back into a child's pose. Now today we're going to do a child's pose. We're going to really reach our arms, press it out, breathe it in. And from here, I want you to bring your hands together. And I want you to straighten your elbows. Now I'm going to show you with your head down. If you can't get your head down, put a pillow there. But so that I don't talk into the ground, I'm going to be lifting my head for this exercise. But I want your forehead down on the ground or on a pillow right here. Okay? From here, bend the elbows behind the head and then straighten the elbows and try to come up a little bit off the ground and really stretch through the lats. Okay? I'll do a full one with you with my head down. Inhale, bend. And exhale, straighten those elbows. Your hands, if they can, are together. Again, the prop could be here. Inhale, bend, and straighten. Now with your hands together, and you're really straightening the elbows, you're not only going to tone your arms, you're going to stretch into your scapula. So hold that, stay here. Can you round your back and go into more of a shell stretch? That's a rounded shape where a ball could go between your abs and your thighs, and then roll out of it one vertebrae at a time all the way through to your knee. Where our shoulders are going to stack right over our ribs over our hips, and our hips over our heels. Nice job, guys. We're going to start an abs series. We're going to do abs and then glutes. We're going to mix them together, and we're going to pull out the ottoman also, but you do not have to use the ottoman. Okay, so you have your soup cans ready by your sides. Your hands are going to go behind the head. We're going to start with flex. Your feet can be down. That's going to be your intermediate level. So inhale, prepare, exhale, flex, okay? But if you've been doing Pilates for a while and you want to take it into a more difficult level, challenging level, you're going to bring your legs into tabletop. We're going to inhale, prepare. We're going to exhale, flex the abdominals. Inhale to draw back in. Exhale to flex. Inhale. Exhale to flex, and you always want to be pulling your navel in. You know when you want to pull your shirt down or your pants up. If you just pull the abdomen in, you can create that feel. Over time, it will flatten your abdominals. Exhale to flex. Okay, so we're going to add on. We're going to do an oblique twist 3 times. We're going to twist to the left knee and straighten the right leg. 1, take it back to center. 2, and 3. Now you have 2 choices in the center. You can either hold in center, hold your head, or pick up your cans and reach. We're going to lower them back down, put the hands behind the head, and switch our sides. We're going to twist. 1, 2, 3. Deep inflection. And twist.
Okay, that's if you continue with the soup cans. It's even getting really challenging for me. Exhale. I'm going to show the modification. Hold. We're going to try to do 2 more rounds. Come on, guys, let's go. Your choice. I'm going to show another one. Maybe you don't pick up the soup cans, but you reach to them. Deepen and pull. Other side. Breathe. Press. Remember, your hands can stay behind the head, okay? Last set. Come on, you can do it. I do really like this one. Push. Last time. We're here. One more. Inhale, stay. And exhale, lower the upper body, hug those knees into the chest. I don't know about you, but I found that to be really hard. You can either turn the soup cans that way or this way, okay? Either one is fine. You're gonna squeeze your thighs together and press your hips to the ceiling. Lightly press down into those soup cans, roll the shoulders back and down. Lower back down. Exhale, lift. Lower. Exhale, lift. Lower. Exhale, squeeze those thighs together. And then open them apart gently at the lower. Exhale, squeeze. So we're clam bake, open and close. Palm of the hand if you can, not the fingers. The palm of the hand connects into the shoulder girdle and it speaks to the shoulder girdle. So that's why all of these connections are through the palm of the hand, not the fingers, okay? Now stay up on this last one. We're gonna squeeze and pulse up. 2, do you guys remember the Thigh Master? 3, 4, if you had a ball or a towel, you could squeeze that. 2 and 1. Stay here on the inhale. Remember, if you can, after you know what the exercise is, look straight up. Again, I have to check with you, but please look straight up. Now roll the spine down. All right. So that was a little break on the abs and we used our glutes. Now the legs are going to come back into tabletop. Exhale, flex the abdominals. Press the legs out on your diagonal. Inhale, raise the legs to the ceiling. And exhale, lower the legs on your diagonal. The amount you can maintain imprint only, no lower. Inhale, draw back in and return your torso. Exhale, curl and flex. Press those legs. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower back down. No lower. Some people will ask me, but Phil, I can't lower my legs far if I maintain my imprint. That's correct. You always make sure your low back is stable. You don't move your limbs lower, but I don't feel it. I don't feel the burn. You know what you're going to feel is low back pain if you go past that stabilization for your low back. Exhale. So it's not worth it. If you're not feeling it, go deeper. Don't go larger until you're stable. Then you can increase your weight. Then you can increase your range of motion. Okay, exhale, couple more. You maintain flexion. If you can deepen flexion, man, you are working hard. Jane and Tarzan effect. Exhale, flex and press. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale and exhale, return. Let's try 2 more. Doing a great job, guys. One of the hardest ones, even for me, that eccentric lowering for that hip flexor is deep. Exhale, 1 more. So only lower it to no injury. No clicking or popping in your hips. If you do, you will get irritation and pain. Hug the knees in. Nice job. Okay, so you can either keep your feet on the floor or go ahead and grab your ball or your ottoman. So we're just gonna do some bridge work. You can also use a couch. I just thought this ottoman was so cute. I'm gonna use my soup cans too. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, we're gonna bridge and lower. What this is gonna give you is some elevation, and when you've increased your range of motion, you have more room to move your muscles over space. So it can go deeper into the work. I was just playing around with some of these moves that you can do on the ottoman, and I'm going to show you something later if you happen to have a chair this height. And if you don't, you can do it the old-fashioned way with no props. So we're going to pulse up 3, exhale 2, exhale 1, and lower back down. Now, I usually do bridge on the ground. I always do. Exhale 3, because I don't have anything like this at my house. So this feels great. I can actually really feel this. I might have to steal this and bring it back, or I better start putting my feet on something. I think there's something I can use at my home. So for you guys, a couch, a chair, but wow, you can tell the difference. This is fantastic. Take them hip width distance apart. We're going to do a single leg bridge and a march. And if you did it on the floor, it's going to come up and then it's going to come down and it's going to come up and come down. Keep it into a right angle. Again, you do not have to use the ottoman, but we're going up and we're lowering it back down, and then we're going up and lower it back down. Exhale, up and up. I'll tell you, I have not used a piece of equipment like this. I have been just getting creative with at-home workouts since quarantine. 4 months I've been in my home, and I love this. So please try to find a chair or an ottoman that doesn't slide. If an ottoman is slippery, put it against your couch. Your couch cushion might be soft for this. Just to let you guys know, this is pretty firm. I can feel the wood that's in it. Press and press. Good. We're really driving here into those glutes. I do have a spin on strength for my Pilates. I've always been known for that. Again, if you needed 2 legs down, boy, am I feeling glutes and hamstring on that. We're going to do 1 more on each side, guys. I have to say, I'm really impressed. I mean, I've been teaching for 21 years, and hello, ottoman, so easy. Okay. So we're going to take this down. We're going to do some roll-ups. Now, I'm going to put my legs under this, and if you have a chair here, you could put your legs under the chair, like if you chose a chair. Inhale, nod chin, curl flex, roll up. But when I was practicing some moves, I really felt like this helped me stretch, even if it was a little lower. If this was a ball, you could have the ball on your feet and just roll the ball away. I do not have a ball here to show, but inhale, arms over chest tight, nod your chin, curl and flex, roll up a rounded shape for your feet, and roll back down. And again, we'll do 2 more. It just feels like a really nice stretch here. Keep your ribs right over your hips. Try not to go into your low back. Can you guys see the difference? Stay right here, right over your rib cage, right over your hips. Sliding back down. I might have to create a exercise device with something this height, this firmness. I guess an at-home chair. And then stretch it. And last one, nod chin, curl flex, roll up, rounded shape. And roll slowly back down. Nice, just take a moment to stretch. All right, so we're gonna roll up and we're gonna do some glute extension. You have a couple of options. Traditionally, all 4s. We're gonna put the weight behind the knee, and we're going to do some hip extension, hip flexion and extension. If you can manage to put something behind your knee, and I'll show another option, forearms. Okay, we're going up and down. Okay, You have to move so delicately to hold the soup can. If you have a weight, it's going to stay there nicely. A toning ball will also. Okay, so I'm moving so carefully to just do that hip extension. Remember, let's see if I can show it. You can come down to here. Okay, so it's up to you. I like them both, to be honest. Feel a little bit more core when I'm here. And we're going to do one more, and we're going to hold it up for a pulse. We're going to pulse it up 8. Exhale, 7, 6, 5. If your soup can falls, go back and get it and just put it back and behind your knee. And 1, and then lower it back down. We're going to start the other side. Put that behind the knee. And boy, it was really hard to hold that soup can. Pretty woman, slippery little suckers. So that was the big challenge there, to just move so carefully that I didn't lose the soup can. Okay, so that is one option if you can't be on your wrist. The other option, though, is here. Now, if I had a weight, I'd be throwing that weight up. If I had a toning ball, same thing. If I had a band, I'd be pushing. I'm moving so carefully, and if it slips, you can move it. You saw how quick that was for me. But the soup can is tough. I'm sweating, okay? And if you go to lose it, you just fix it. That's it. So simple. Now, we're going to do your pulses. 8. Exhale, 7. Glide the shoulders back. 6. 5. Again, this can be done with nothing, the soup can, or a weight or a band. I'm just using what I happen to have on me today. Now, slowly lower that leg down. And now for the final piece of class, we're going to go into some side bridging. I'll show some options. So we're going to go up into a side bridge, extend the leg, and we're going to go 3 circles. 2 and 1. And then lower back down. And the reason why I only do backward circles is because we live in a forward world, so I'd rather work the glute extension. Okay, 1, and then lower back down. Okay, if you need to be all the way down, you kick out, 2, 3, and lower back down. Side bridge, though, is actually, in my opinion, level 3. I think this is harder to the shoulder girdle and the neck. Lower back down. If you don't have wrist issues, you want something a little lighter, this one might work for you too. And 1, okay? I often like to show that there's no shame in the modification. So I'm just gonna finish out this set right here, down with you. If you are intermediate and advanced, pick level 2, level 3, all the way up midway, stretch it out. If you're new, stay right with me. I love these leg circles without any side bridge. Up. Okay, long arm. Try not to put the hand on the hip. I usually cue that as the universal sign for nothing. It's what we do when we're resting, so try not to do it when you're working out. I'd rather you have either the arm long. Hey, it adds a weight to your leg. It could be up as long as it's neutral. It's not like hanging over here or back here. Good. Hips squared, and rest. Good. Come on up. We're going to go into a mermaid stretch. Take a nice big inhale. Take all that tension out of the shoulders, the head, and the neck. Take a nice big inhale. Rotate it down. Breathe. Okay, we'll go into the other side. So doing the other side here, side bridge, extend in 3 circles. And down. And then where you modified on the last time, so whatever version you did last time, you want to do again this side. And then lower. Now if you choose to do this workout often, you would turn this on. Maybe you go between 1, 2, and 3. Maybe sometimes when your wrist feels really good, you go all the way up. Maybe sometimes you do the middle position. This middle position, again, I believe is advanced. This is extremely challenging to extend this leg and hold yourself up with your shoulder, okay? This is harder on the hip,
I don't have wrist issues, so this is really strong for me, and it does not bother my neck, okay? But when I am tight or struggling, extend, and I'm gonna stay here for the rest of the reps. You can stay with me, and you know you could have stayed here, but still work the under rib cage. We go out, we go back, 2 and 3, and we return. We go out, 2, 3, return, out, 2, and last one. We're coming into the finale. Just that plank and rest. Perfect. Mermaid stretch next. Nice. So that was your side bridging. I always make sure we're in side bridge and full plank. Rotate. And we'll take it back to center and out of it. And we're going to transition into our final plank. We're going to press back twice into our flat back down dog. And then pull yourself back into plank. Do it again. Now, if 2 arms work for you, you're going to stick with 2 arms. Otherwise, you're going to press back and slide your arm across to touch the opposite shin. And then just slide it back across. And then switch sides. Across and back. Now, the next time you do this video, if you want to go ahead and do all of them with the single arm or all of them with the double arm, I'm going to give you 2 more on each side, just giving you just that last chance to work challenging. So you leave feeling, wow, I had a workout. And press back and forth and back and forth. And we hold our plank and we hold for 4. We hold for 3. We hold for 2. Squeeze those glutes and 1. We drop our knees. We drop our toes. We press back into our child's pose. Claw the mat. And breathe. Roll it up. And then just sitting cross-legged in front. Slide your arms across and forward. Just stretch it forward. And then back. And again, if you need to hold these stretches longer, please do. And return. Take a big inhale up. Exhale to return. Thank you guys so much for working out with me. Join me every Friday at 9:15, and I'll try to bring you new variations every week. Please turn on my old videos, and you will get a ton of repertoire and lots of variety in your workout. I'll see you guys next time.